Good morning, everyone. Welcome to It's All Grady. I'm Denise.
I'm Marcel.
So we are up here at the house site, and we got to do some squaring up. Got to figure out what our 30 by 40 is over here on this slab. So what you doing, baby?
I am marking our first marks for our house on this pad. So it's 4 inches by 4 inches.
Okay.
Right, and we're about to square this thing up. We had extra 4 inches extra perimeter all the way around this thing.
Okay.
With our forms. So our house will sit here. So what we got to do is square it up on here. So we've got nice square lines. You know, our house is going to be 40 feet, 30 feet, 40 feet, 30 feet, right?
Okay.
So we need to square this stuff up on here so we know where to put our stringers and where to cut, all that kind of stuff. Sweet?
Sweet.
All right, so it's pretty easy too. I'm certain everybody that builds probably knows this, but if there's anybody out there that doesn't know it, if you want a square, it's a pretty simple math equation. If you take 3 inches, right, a 3-inch line. Here, I'll show you real quick. If you pull a 3-inch line, right, let's just do it on the corner here. I think it'll be easier. It's a 3-inch line here, a 4-inch line here. Our distance between this point and this point should be 5 inches. Which it is right there, 5 inches. So it's 3 inches, 4 inches. This distance is 5 inches. 5 inches. Sweet. So you could double that, you know, 6, 8, 10. You could turn it into feet, 3, 4, 5 feet. Same thing. Our house happens to be a 30 foot by 40 foot. So we're going to go 30, 40, and our diagonal should be 50. And that will be a perfect square.
Okay.
Ba-ding!
All right, so we're going to get that laid out this morning.
Sweet.
Using that 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
It comes in handy.
Yeah.
And plumb level square. 3, 4, 5, plumb level square. It's pretty straightforward. Thanks for showing us that, babe.
Yeah.
It's pretty neat.
Yeah, that's a fun one.
Mm-hmm.
I feel so smart. It was something that I didn't learn on YouTube. Yeah, it turned out perfect. Well, our measurements did from our forms, which all of that stuff was certified. See, 4 inch. It was perfecto. We had some good forms, man. It was in good form. All right, so far we're doing really good. So our next one, right, is going to be this corner, right? So we need 30, right? So it's
30, 40.
Okay, so Gage, we're gonna take this one over here like this, and then we'll pull this one through those pipes. So I just need you to hold that in for me real quick.
What do you need me to do?
You're gonna hold that in for me real quick. I'm not asking for any precise holding. What I need to do is pick this tape measure up and swing it over these pipes. So you're gonna have to get up, hold that tape measure. There we go, see? So we're gonna be doing the same exact thing we did last time. We're gonna turn a foot, pick that line nice and tight, because this part is rocket science. So it should be a pretty easy check for this kind of stuff, because we can pull a measurement between this and that should be 30 feet. Between this and that should be 40 feet. And our diagonals will be 50 feet.
Gage is over here working hard on some drainage. We have some spots in the front that we need to be able to drain out since it's been packed down. So he's working on that. Got one more on that side. Doing a little bit of cleanup.
It's not under the slab at least. It's a hole that's over here.
Yeah.
But this gives us an idea on what we need to keep in mind for our French drain system, as far as I'm concerned, because this is what happens right here. So we could put dirt on top of it, but it's not going to be a Brazilian year's worth of compacting.
Right.
Right? So it'll soak up in there. And I don't know everything.
I know. So we got everything measured out and we're getting ready to snap some chalk lines so we can have the layout for our 30 by 40 or 30 by 40.
Okay.
You want me to snap it again? There's a line.
Okay, so we'll reel it in, keep it off the slab. Okay, baby cakes. Reach out as far as you can. Pick it all the way up. There you go.
What you getting ready to do, babe?
Do I look cool?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You look like you're gonna go snorkeling.
Am I? In our pool? I felt like Vader, kinda. Gage, I am your father.
All right, you guys, so we finally got the chalk lines laid out.
First, we squared up our lines. We snapped a square line around this thing in the 30 by 40. Then we measured out to our distances where we want to cut our relief cuts. Right, we snapped a line in there. Then I measured from the outside of the slab over so that I could be to the very edge of the inside of the wall. That's where we will cut to. So it's 4 inches of overhang, an 8-inch block wall, and that's where we start our relief cut. And we'll cut all the way across. And we got 1, 2, we got 3 cuts, which will turn this thing into 3 pads. We will cut it 1 inch deep, and I think that ought to be good. We're just going to use a circular saw, the one that we bought at the countywide yard sale for 20 bucks. We put a masonry blade on that sucker, diamond segmented masonry blade. It cuts wet or dry. We are going to cut it dry because it's not a wet saw, like a tile saw. But I'm gonna get to cutting. So it's gonna make a lot of noise. It's gonna make a lot of dust. We are going to wear our PPP for as long as we can, because this stuff is forgiving, not forgiving.
One down, babe.
1 down, 2 to go. Look at that. How does that look? Give me the honest answer. It looks like
You went crooked a little in the middle.
well, I know, but a trained eye will know that I had to think like a crack. And if I was a crack, would I want to go straight down my pad? Probably not. So I deviated a little bit off. Plus, it's really hard to see a line underneath the concrete dust.
Looks really good, babe.
Yeah, I had to think like a crack.
It is pretty straight, babe.
Yeah, 1 inch deep.
How do you know how deep to cut this?
Well, there's a formula for everything. I called my friend, J-Dog. Jay, thanks for answering my questions, buddy. He's a flooring professional in Denver. And I asked him, I told him what I got and told him what, he told me what I needed to do. So there's a formula for it though. That's that experience. He's a professional. He's going to know. So there's also a formula for how many cuts to put in a pad like this, and it's determined by how thick your slab is. That's how you can determine, like a rule of thumb is like if it's a 6-inch pad, then it's like every 15 to 18 feet. So we're less than that. We're 4 inches. We're less than that, so what were we, 13.3, because we wanted to divide it up evenly as possible. And then one right down the middle. So we're inside of all those tolerances.
Nice.
So I know 1 inch seems drastic, but you really want to encourage the crack to follow the cut. And if you just scratch the surface, there's too much concrete. It could crack any old which way it wants, then it won't really do what you're hoping for it to do. Blade seems to be holding up. I did notice that the saw pad is, the plate is bent. That's probably why we got it for 20 bucks. But it works great on a concrete pad.
Cool.
So, and that's what we're going to use it for, and we're going to use it to cut up our junk lumber or our salvage lumber that's got the nails. So.
Awesome.
All right, baby cakes. I'm going to get back at it so we can get this done and start building.
All right. So you guys, we have quite a bit of water here. And Gage is digging this trench. He's making great progress. So he's going to keep going on that. Thanks, Gage. You're doing awesome. Babes is going to jump back on the relief cuts.
Stop it, me.
All right, get going then. All right, looks like we got the relief cuts done for the day. Went pretty smooth, huh, babe?
It did. It cut like concrete. It cut like a saw blade through concrete. Yeah.
Well.
Now it can crack right there and right there and right there.
Well, that's a relief.
It is. It's a relief cut.
Well, we are going to wrap this up for the day because we got to head into town to get grain for the chickens.
Yeah, the chickens are always hungry.
Yeah, I've been pushing it out, so it's time to go, but we will get back with you in a little bit.
Is it working?
Yeah.
Come on, let me see. I just want everybody to see your pretty face. All right, let's go.
Okay, good. Get up with this. We still haven't charged this.
We haven't, but I have had it off and just let the sun charge it some.
You'll get me something. Good night, chickens. We're putting the chickens to bed.
Baby cakes, those chickens don't look like they're ready to go in.
I'm gonna check for eggs at least. I doubt it, but I just wanna make sure. Then I'm gonna put that in the coop because.
Don't you chickens know it's bedtime?
Yeah, fat girls, look at you, all of you. Shine the camera on me. Alright everyone, if you guys are enjoying our videos, please be sure to subscribe to our channel if you aren't already. Give us a big thumbs up, ring that notification bell, and share our videos. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you on the next video. Peace. Good night. Hi, chickens. What are you doing?
I'm getting shot.
Good Lord. Fired.
You can't fire me. I'm like free.
Man, I need a new cameraman.
I'm a volunteer.
You're fired.
You can't fire a volunteer.
I can fire a volunteer if I want to.
How does that work?
Nah, you're fired.